I'm Whitney.
And I'm Brian. And this is the Whitney and Brian Show. Today, guys, it's an A Day.
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good morning, ESA students, and welcome back from our break. I hope you all had an amazing 4-day weekend because of the storm. And Brian's going to start us off by telling us what today is.
Well, guys, today is Tuesday, the 18th of April, and I actually think I'm going to start us off with the riddle. So tell me, Whitney, if you passed the person in second place, what place would you be in?
This is tricky, but I'm going to say you'd have to be in first place, right?
Well, guys, you would actually end up being in second place. The reason being, if you pass the person that's currently in second, you will become second place.
Wow, that's very smart. Let's move on to our monthly pillar.
So for today's monthly pillar, this month is all about tolerance. So the quote we have for today is, "Don't get tolerant that you tolerate intolerance." Who's that by, Whitney?
Bill Maher. It's a great quote. Now let's move on to our weather. For today's weather, much like the other days, it is going to be filled with clouds and showers. Just gloom and doom.
Right? It's okay, guys. The sun will shine once again. But with all that out of the way, we can move on to our lunch.
For today's great lunch, we will be having beef with cheese and soft tacos.
My favorite.
With red beans and kettle corn and soft tortillas. Delicious.
Now we can move on to our student news. For today's tutoring, there will be a geometry with Mr. Fier in room 123 from 2:30 to 3:30.
There's also 7th grade civics with Miss Dixon in room 119 from 2:50 to 3:50 p.m.
Also, if anyone's interested in joining the student government, there will be a meeting on Thursday, April 20th from 3 to 4 p.m.
There will also be an election day on Friday, April 28th, and it will be during the second period.
Also, there is a ESA SGA campaign week. If you're participating, please get a form in room 205. The form is due on Monday, the 24th.
Now let's move on to our club news.
For today's clubs, there is SECME, SGA, Latin Dance, and the Italian Club.
Also today, if anyone is interested in girls volleyball, there will be a meeting on May 4th in Mr. Johnson's room.
May 4th, you know, like the Star Wars event, if anyone knows anything about that. Sounds pretty fun, but with all that out of the way, guys, junior class, we have a fun announcement from Miss Kaylee. There will be a mandatory meeting on Tuesday, the 18th, and we will be in Miss Kaylee's room. It's room 221 at 2:30, so just make sure to be there.
And that's all for our club news.
Roll the outro.
Alright guys, so who am I here with today?
Nadia.
So Nadia, are you going to the Washington DC trip?
I am.
Oh, that sounds super fun. Can you tell me what are you most excited for on this field trip?
I'm excited for the Smithsonian, like the Smithsonian Museum.
Ooh, that sounds super fun. Is there anything you want to learn while you're in Washington?
I don't know, nothing specific.
Alright, well I hope you have a blessing. I hope you learn a few new things, alright? Have fun. Alright guys, who am I here with today?
I'm Ethan Castillo. I'm in the 8th grade, and I'm going to the Washington DC trip.
Alright Ethan, can you tell me something you are most excited for this field trip?
I'm really excited to see the monuments in Washington DC and what they represent and mean to our country.
Well, that sounds super cool. Is there anything that you want to learn while you're on this trip? Anything?
I also want to learn how the government works and how the branches check each other's powers and stuff like that.
That sounds super nice to hear, man. I hope you have a good time on this trip. I hope you learn a few things and just have a blast, you know?
Go.
Alright guys, so who am I here with today?
I'm Samuel Junior Bato.
Ooh, so Samuel, are you going to the Washington DC trip?
Yes, I'm going, and I'm very excited to go there.
Alright, can you tell me what are you most excited to do in Washington?
See the monuments, museums, the Pentagon, a city mall, and see the hotel room that I'm gonna be in the hotel.
Sounds super nice. Is there anything that you most want to learn while you're in Washington?
What'd you say again?
Is there anything you want to learn while being in Washington?
Yeah, about the assassination of Martin Luther King Jr.
Oh, that's a good one. So I hope you have a good trip, and I hope you learn more about this, alright? Have
All
fun.
right. Thanks.
Alright guys, so who am I here with today?
I'm Michael Kushner.
So Michael Kushner, are you going to the Washington DC trip?
Yes, I am.
Also, can you tell me one thing you are most excited to do during this trip?
Hopefully, I actually want to see the changing of the guard. That's something I really want to see. I hope I can get to see it. Because in 5th grade, I wasn't able to go at least, but in 5th grade, I'm able to go now, so I'm really excited.
Sounds super interesting. Is there anything that you want to learn while being on this trip? Anything?
Well, we're gonna go to the Aeronautics Museum. That's gonna be fun. I can see planes and spaceships.
That sounds super fun, man. Well, I hope you have a fun time at this trip. Hope you learn a few things. Just have a blast, you know?
Thank you.
You're welcome. So, who am I here with today?
Max.
So, Max, can you tell me, are you going to this Washington, D.C. trip?
Yeah, I am. What about you?
Can you tell me what you're most excited for to do on this trip?
The thing I'm most excited to do is go to the Washington Monument.
Well, that sounds super nice to hear. Also, can you tell me one thing that you want to learn?
Well, to be honest, I'd be happy if I learned anything at all on this trip.
Sounds super nice to hear. Well, hope you have a blast on this trip. Hope you learn a few things and just enjoy it, you know?
That's all for today's news, Eagles.
Thanks for watching. Tune in tomorrow to see what happens next.
And as always,
Soar Eagles!
You can't catch me posted up.